We covered something here on this channel earlier, a few videos ago, that had to do with the arrest and detainment of Greta Thunberg, along with a lot of other protesters. It took place in a town in Lützerath, Germany. Now, the lore behind that, for those that don't know, basically there was a demolition going on, and the town of Lützerath went through the proper legal process to get approval to I guess like there's a company, a mining company, that went through the proper process to tear down the ghost town in Lützerath to put up a coal mine or expand a coal mine in the area. Well, obviously these protesters had they had a different agenda. They're like, we don't want coal mines here. Coal mines are bad for the environment, etc., etc. And then you had, people getting detained left and right. You had, thousands of people. According to the video that I watched, it was 6,000 people that showed up. According to a lot of you guys, it was anywhere between 15,000 to 30,000 people that showed up. And it got pretty crazy. Germany sent a whole lot of Polizei. They all showed up and they were arresting people, detaining people left and right, because there was a sit-in. There were people literally just sitting on the ground and standing and getting in the way of the police, trying to, clear out the area before they demolished the town. And it was interesting. So why am I bringing this back up? Well, there was a incident that happened that is very bizarre that we're going to be covering today, and I thought you guys should see it because I just heard about this. I'm a little late to the party here. A wizard decided to take down an entire police department. Yeah, you heard that right. A wizard in Germany took down the Polizei. Maybe you should see what I'm talking about so we're on the same page. Let's play the clip. I'm gonna put my headphones on. Literally. It opens up with a very powerful image here. Obviously, we have all these police standing in the way. They're like, there's a lot of them. There's, in this picture alone, there's got to be like 30, 40 police officers, Polizei, The video opens up with this wizard right here pushing the first officer to the ground. It already looks like this officer is like pretty fatigued. You've seen, stuff like this in Mortal Kombat and whatnot. When you're pretty much on your last leg, and then you hear something like this. Fatality. And then this man pushes him to the ground, man. So he's on the ground, kind of like stuck. I mean, look at how deep his feet are in the mud right now.
This climate protester has been dubbed Mud Wizard after he...
Yeah, so they're calling him the Mud Wizard in Germany, man. This is actually crazy.
...pushed over and taunted German police officers in riot gear who were stuck in deep mud.
I'm surprised he didn't get arrested. I mean, the police have their batons out and everything. They're dressed in riot gear, obviously. They're pretty chill. Looks like they're not like running around like beating people and stuff like that. It just so happens a few of the police officers got stuck in this really thick mud, and the wizard pushes one of the police back into the mud after seeing the police struggling to try to get out, and it's pretty wild. I'm not sure what he just put on the ground. I mean, I think that's probably a spell book or a page from his spell book. I mean, this is nuts. I don't know how the hell they got stuck this bad, but I mean this it looks like a struggle. They're having a rough time over here. Clearly, the officers that were stuck. It was several officers. At first, it was one. It looked like it was just one officer, but apparently it went from one to like four. Oh. Jeez, bro.
He and thousands of other climate activists demonstrated against the clearance and demolition of Lützerath village in West Germany
People were wilding. I didn't realize how intense this protest was. Now, some of you guys did reach out to me, and you said that you were part of the team that was supposed to, like, security and whatnot for this protest. And your stories were a little interesting too. I mean, y'all basically collectively said that this was a wild protest. I thought this was just like a standard. Okay, we're going to sit down, make it slightly inconvenient for like the police officers and like the government to kind of set up camp here and do their thing. Oh no, this was a whole nother beast,
To expand a coal mine. Some protesters said officers
I think that's Greta Thunberg right here, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not, I don't know.
Reportedly used water cannon and batons, used excessive force, but police have said that protesters threw fireworks at them.
Oh yeah, that was her. So that what we just saw, yeah, that was Greta Thunberg, obviously, and she was leading the charge with all the little peoples and stuff in the town. But I didn't even realize the protest got this out of hand. Yeah, so like, you know, the police had to use, I guess they did have to use pretty intense force. They used like batons. They used I'm pretty sure they said tear gas and all that other good stuff, because the people in the town were like, they were getting a little amplified with their response to the police being there, preventing them from doing the demonstration stuff. And not even like the police weren't there to prevent them from doing the demonstration. The problem is that the town already was, approved by the government, right? Like, basically the companies already sought legal approval. They got their like permits and stuff like that to tear down the town. So it wasn't like they were doing anything out of pocket, you know what I mean? If you do want to stop something like this, there's a legal process you can go through to do that. Protesting and tearing up stuff is not going to get your way. But this was interesting, bro.
Among the protesters was Greta Thunberg, who sang and danced with other activists near the edge of the mine before she was removed.
Bro, they literally they had to remove her like a 2-year-old. I wanted to talk about this earlier too. The way that they're carrying her right now is wild, bro. Like, there's 3 officers carrying this like 120 pound, maybe 100 pound solid woman, right? One of them could have just tossed her over her shoulders and then just walked, bro. But like this, bro, this is extra. This is so extra.
And detained by police. She says Germany is one of the biggest pollutants in the world and needs to be held accountable.
Germany is one of the biggest pollutants in the world. Would you guys agree with that? Let me know in the comments down below.
That the German governments are making deals and compromises with fossil fuel companies such as the RWE is shameful. It shows us exactly where we are. It shows us their priorities. It is not people. It is profits.
Oh, they basically said Germany took the same route America took, man. This is nuts. But hey, when in doubt, man, call upon the Mud Wizard. I'm not sure if the Mud Wizard has been detained, but everyone has been deeming that man the highlight of this whole shindig.
The government and utility company RWE argue that the coal is needed to ensure Germany's energy security.
Yeah, see, it's not as simple as people think it is. Germany literally is in the middle of an energy crisis right now. Russia put its thumb on Germany as far as allowing it to thrive with its energy and whatnot. And people think that it's just like Germany making a bad call and blah, blah, blah. And by people, I mean these protesters. But hey, there has to be some kind of energy compromise so that people have power to their homes, especially in times like this where it's really cold and people need heat in their places and whatnot. People need to keep the lights on, things of that nature. It's been a really rough time for Germany. The energy prices have been soaring, so expanding a coal mine, while it doesn't seem like it's going to be the most environmentally friendly thing, it is the most reasonable thing to providing power to a lot of the individuals in Germany and whatnot. So I get what's going on, and I get why people are frustrated about these protests and stuff like that, because it's like, bro, we need power. We need the prices for power to decrease a little bit. But these guys are like, no, man, like peace, love, and penguins, bro. Like, and I get what they're trying to communicate. Good message, wrong time. Wrong time. They should do this in a different forum. I don't have the answers for everything.
They just come under strain following the cutting gas supplies from Russia. The regional and national governments, both of which include the Green Party, reached a deal with RWE last year.
Even the Green Party reached a deal with the government and stuff like that.
Allowing it to destroy the village in return for ending coal use by 2030 rather than 2038. The Green Party says the deal fulfills several of the environmentalists' demands and saved 5 other villages.
See? So it's crazy. It's like no one can be happy. Literally, if you listen to what they're saying, the deal that they struck would have literally saved 5 other villages from being torn down. So yes, 1 village is being torn down, and it's sad, whatever. But it's a lot more effective than them tearing down 5 more and doing the same thing they're doing right now. So they're like, you know what? This is the most effective place. It's not occupied by by anybody, really. You know what I mean? They went through the process to get their permits, bro. If y'all know anything about and this is for my people that are stumbling upon this video, that are not from Germany. If you know anything about getting permits in Germany, dog, there's a whole running joke about that. Paperwork goes through the roof out there. That's crazy.
But the activists reject this. They say that bulldozing the village to expand the mine would result in a vast amount of greenhouse gas emissions, which will make it impossible for Germany to meet its commitments under the 2015 Paris Agreement.
Well, we gotta see that one more. Let's watch that wizard thing one more time, bro, because this right here was nuts. You got this guy right here, man. Like finish him. Damn. Hey, man, I feel bad for the officers though, bro. They're just trying to do their job. And the thing is, they were real chill about this whole situation. They the people got their papers and stuff like that. They were doing what they were supposed to do. Leave them alone, bro. But obviously people were feeling a different type of way about that. And you got the police going through a little hard time. They had to face the mud wizard. Bruh. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. What are your thoughts on this entire situation? I think it's kind of unfortunate that the police even had to go through something like this. And I know y'all are like, the what? The police? I know it's very rare that I say stuff like that, but bro, this is a cut and dry case. The deal that was struck prevented 5 other villages from being torn down. They had their permit and stuff like that to do this. This is in response to the energy crisis in Germany. Russia was trying to put a stronghold over Germany to prevent them from thriving in the energy department, because Russia was supplying Germany with with all of the little energy benefits and whatnot for a while, and then boom, this whole situation. So this is a temporary solution for a long-term problem, and I don't see a problem with this. This was cut and dry, man. But yeah, you let me know what you think.